Hello. Communication is a very important part of our life. We are human beings and we can't think of our existence without communication. At any given point of time, all of us are communicating with the world around us in one way or the other. And being effective in communication goes a long way in creating great results in personal as well as professional life. You must have noticed that people who are successful, one of the qualities they carry is they are great communicators. And what happens is that over a period of time, by communicating in a certain way, some of us run the risk of getting into traps of communication. And obviously, when I'm using the word traps, I'm also hinting towards the possible consequences of these traps. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 such traps and also will help you to understand how to avoid them. First one is called the tiger trap. Like a tiger, you have a direct and personal attack on the other person without being constructive. You do not give any suggestion to the other person as to what can be an option for that. Let's take some examples. You are lazy. It's a direct attack. You are moron. You are inefficient. And like this, you can continue with the whole list. In this, you notice there is no element of suggestion. There is no constructive side to it. Now, the question is, what can be an alternative to this? The most important part of that is talk about the behavior of the other person. When you are making a direct attack, obviously the other person gets hurt and is not able to figure out why am I being labeled in a certain way. But when you talk about the behavior, the other person has the opportunity to go into a reflection mode. The other person treats that as feedback and as an opportunity to grow. So start avoiding strong adjectives, specifically when you're talking about the negative of the other person in terms of the attack. Now, an example of this could be, rather than saying lazy, can you say, I've not seen you taking an action on whatever you would like that person to pay attention to. So this is what is called tiger trap, and I also gave you the suggestion as to how to avoid it. The second trap is called the snake trap. Like a snake bites, you are belittling the other person. You are finding out what the other person does not know and highlight that. For example, you say to someone, you don't even know how to work on an Excel sheet. Oh my God, how did you come into this organization? Like this, you are biting other people, and that is very venomous, isn't it? Again, it hurts other people. Now, what is it that you can think of doing? Avoid sarcasm. Sarcasm doesn't help any person in any way, even to the person who is being sarcastic. Rather than that, be positive. An example of that could be, are you learning about Excel? I know everyone makes mistakes, but the only important thing is, are you continuing to learn or not? That is what is important. Keep trying. Like this, you can avoid the snake trap. Third attack is called the turtle trap. How does a turtle behave? Turtle goes into its own shell. Similarly, you tend to be defensive, and sometimes that being defensive comes as counter attack on the other person and you deny all your responsibility. Let's say you get late for an important event and you end up saying, I'm working in such an important role. Obviously, it delays things sometimes. Now, that is shrugging off all your responsibility, not accepting that you are late. Now, what can be the alternative to avoid this kind of trap? You avoid this trap by taking responsibility, by acknowledging that you have made a mistake. Take the same example. You were late, acknowledge that you were late and say, yes, I should have been in time, and next time I'll be very careful about that. That is how you start avoiding the turtle trap. The last trap is called the ostrich trap, and in this kind of trap, you just disappear. Let us say there is a situation which has an element of conflict, or there is a situation when the other person wants to talk to you, but you do not want to do that. So you say, I don't want to talk about it, and you just disappear from that situation. Have you ever experienced that yourself or vis-a-vis someone else? Has it really helped? I'm sure it hasn't. So what you need to do is you need to engage in conversations. You need to confront any kind of conflict, because the only way to resolve any conflict is conversation. So rather than walking away, you say, okay, let's talk about it and resolve it for all times to come. And there are examples where people show this kind of behavior and they face minimal conflicts because they continue to resolve them as and when they appear. And they do not accumulate the pressure of conflicts or storing those conflicts within themselves. Now, the final thought that I'm sharing is, ask yourself, are you experiencing any of these 4 traps that I've shared with you, and how will you start avoiding them? I'll see you in my next video. Wish you all the best.